Boat safety equipment. Manual propelling devices. A manual propelling device can be a set of oars, a paddle, or anything that a person can operate by hand or foot to propel a boat, including a rudder on a small open sailboat or a paddle wheel on a paddle boat. Anchors. Having the right anchor for your boat is important. If you don't, winds and rough water can cause it to drag, leaving your boat to drift. Just imagine you're trying to anchor overnight and without your knowledge, the boat is moving. This is especially dangerous if you're asleep. Make sure that your boat is well anchored and that the rope is properly tied and locked. And keep watching to detect for signs of dragging. There are different types of anchors. The Danforth and fluke anchor uses a stock at the crown to which two large flat triangular flukes are attached. The stock is hinged so the flukes can orient towards the bottom. On some designs, they can be adjusted for optimal angle, depending on the type of bottom, tripping the flukes at the crown to dig into the seabed. The flukes will have difficulty penetrating kelp or weed-covered bottoms, as well as rocky or particularly hard sand or clay bottoms. The grapnel, a traditional design. The grapnel is a shank with 4 or more tines. It has the benefit that no matter how it reaches the bottom, one or more of those tines will be in a position to set. In rocky bottoms, it will often set quickly by hooking onto the structure, but may be more difficult to retrieve. Then there's the plow anchor. Plow anchors are popular with the cruising sailor or the everyday boater. They're generally good for all bottoms, but not exceptional in any of them. Then there's the mushroom anchor. The mushroom anchor is suitable where the seabed is composed of silt or fine sand. It's shaped like an inverted mushroom, and the head will bury itself in the silt. When selecting an anchor, its holding power and the type of seabed in which it will be used must be considered. As well, the anchor must be a proper size depending on the size of the pleasure craft. It's best to have an anchor that is heavier than needed because the lighter anchor will not keep the boat in place during bad weather conditions. Regardless of the type of anchor, it must be fitted with not less than 15 meters of cable, rope, or chain, or any combination thereof, carefully secured to the bow of the boat. Transport Canada suggests a ratio of 7:1. That's a ratio of 7 times the length of rope to the depth of water that you're in when you're dropping that anchor. Neither rope nor chain is fundamentally superior to cable. They each have their advantages and disadvantages. However, for small boats, it's recommended to attach an elastic element such as a bending or a shock absorber to the anchor line in order to absorb sudden shocks that can occur. Bailers and manual bilge pumps. Bailers must hold at least 750 milliliters and have an opening of at least 10 inches square and be made out of plastic or metal. If you have a manual bilge pump, the pump and hose must be long enough to reach the bilge and discharge water over the side of the boat. The bailer can be as simple as a 4-liter plastic bottle.